start. That is pitch black as hell. There we go. Hello everyone, my name is Accumulator and welcome back to God's Basement. Now, I think we are coming towards the end of the game, so I'm just going to be playing to the end. What the hell is all this? But yeah, last time we prepped up, well basically we found out that James wanted to kill his grandmother. So, what is all this then? I did something unspeakable, I killed them, I murdered them both, I didn't know what to do, I had nothing left over for I'm so sorry. Right, okay. So I fucking called it! I called it back in part 3. I think it's 3. So, yeah, I fucking called it. Back in part 3, I called it with all the murder shit.
But authorities are adamantly investigating the situation.
It was Margaret. I'm calling it now. I'm still going to call it until proven otherwise. I'm calling it is Margaret who killed my parents. So now I think we're going to go through what actually happened. Ooh. Bleak redness. Get the knife, get the new radio, get the phone, place knife on the bed, replace the old radio, place the phone on the table outside the door, wait, outside her room. So we are just going to murder our grandmother then. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna turn the lights on, that's fine. I don't think I want to go in there anyway. Okay, so I need... What am I actually doing? Get the knife. Oh. Okay, so I've got the knife, got the phone, I got place knife on her bed. This is a small room. Place the radio. What's left? Place phone on the table outside the door. I think that was the start of the game. fuck. I had to make sure nothing was coming. Oh shit. I'm getting a cold fluster on my body now. That was horrible. Oh, I don't like that sort of thing. Ugh. What's happening now?
James, you murdered her. You knew about her delusions. She always talked about the man in the radio, so you decided to become that character. You replaced the old radio and then played an audio file telling her to stab herself repeatedly with a knife.
Oh shit.
You knew she was delusional and had episodes of schizophrenia. She followed your instructions and eventually bled to death due to her self-inflicted injuries. Since all the evidence pointed to a suicide, you weren't charged with anything. You finally got what you wanted. You were finally free. You might be wondering how exactly you ended up dead. Well, for the first few months, you lived your life carefree. You actually enjoyed life to some extent, not being tied down by an ill relative. But eventually, that all came crashing down. It started off with brief, horrific, gruesome nightmares. Visions of her stabbing herself endlessly, blood gushing out of her wounds, flooding your mind with blood-red guilt. Slowly, these nightmares leaked into your daily life. You'd see her out of the corner of your eye, whether you were driving, walking down the street, or at work. Even though you killed her, she never really left. She lived in your mind and haunted you every day until you eventually couldn't fall asleep. Every time you closed your eyes, even for the briefest of moments, she'd manifest in your subconscious. Eventually, you went to the hospital and you were prescribed sleep medicine, but that only suppressed the issue. Slowly, your body adjusted to the medicine and you needed to increase the dose for the medicine to be effective. This process kept repeating until you were taking multiple times the recommended amount. You were addicted until one night you overdosed on sleep medication. Right now, In this moment, your physical body is currently in a hospital bed, hovering between the thin line of life and death. You're still probably wondering why you're here in God's basement. I'll finally tell you who I am and what this place really is. God's basement is a realm for those who have committed great sin but are still redeemable. The individuals that arrive in God's basement relive their own versions of hell, allowing them to reflect on their life and watch their slow descent into evil. Their resentment, hate, bitterness, and jealousy accumulate until those emotions manifest themselves through atrocious acts, yours being murder. You were backed into a corner, watching your life slowly pass you by. All those opportunities you sacrificed, all that potential wasted. You became bitter and resentful. Many could sympathize with you. Many might have even done the same. You were hopeless, and it felt like you were inside a living hell. I am called the Operator. I am an entity that manifests in God's basement. I manifest myself in different ways depending on the person. My job is to guide the person inside God's basement and allow them to relive their life from a different perspective. In your case, I manifested with many characteristics resembling the man in the radio. Hopefully this explanation cleared everything up. You're still probably wondering what happens now that you have all your memories. I mentioned earlier that God's basement are for those who are still redeemable. Even though you committed an atrocious sin, you were trapped in a hopeless existence. Also, the person you killed wasn't really your grandmother. She was a shell of her former self.
In a way, yes. But
part of you wanted to see her suffering cease. Your crime was both cruel and merciful at the same time. You are going to get a second chance at life. Pretty soon you're going to wake up in a hospital bed out of your drug-induced coma. Learn to live with what you did. The feelings of guilt, paranoia, and pain will never completely go away. James, make the most out of life and be grateful for this second chance. One last thing. Good luck.
Okay, that makes a whole lot of sense to me. And that's us waking up in the hospital, I'm assuming. Although I'm still wary of any jump scares. Any at all? No. Okay. I think that's the end of the game. Yep, there we go. So, it took a while for me to finish this game, but got there in the end. I'm gonna let the credits play. It's only fair. Or do I need to? No, it's going right now. I have to click. Yeah, thoughts on the game. I liked it. It's eye-opening. It was quite easy to play, but at some points, a lot of scares. Quite nerve-wracking, wondering where the next one's going to come up. Twist at the end, which is, I guess, predictable, but you can understand and sympathise. I can't personally because I'm not a carer myself, so I can't fully empathise, but I can sort of see why he did it. But again, it can't be an easy pretty new because I know there's people out there like in their teens. Hello, I'm developer God's Basement. You've reached the end. I want to say thank you for playing for the whole game. I'm still pretty new to create a video game, so I hope the experience is bearable. Hopefully I do want the experience. Maybe someday you'll play another one of my games if I'm able to release another one. Erebus. Yeah, honestly, it was a good game. A few pointers, I would say. There were some parts where I didn't know what to do. That could be me being me, or it could be it was hard to work out what you need to do. So it could just be some parts updating, like I don't know, it's just some of the puzzles was overall the game was good. It was just like some of the puzzles and trying to find things. I can't really remember which one it was, but first one took me ages to do. Sorry. Welcome to I've had this before, but yeah, I recommend the game. Play it for yourself. I'll add the link into the description. I think I should have done that for the other videos, but I'll definitely do it for the ones I've just did. So yeah, so I'm going to end it here. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, give this video a like, subscribe to the channel. Also please share my videos, help me a lot. I do streaming as well. I try to do it every day in the evenings. I try to play different games, but I think if there's a game that's I'm into or want to just get through, I will do. And yeah, again, thank you for watching. I've been the Kippinator. Until next time, see you later.